Good morning, Cougars. My name is Imani.
And I'm Dulsmar. We hope you have a great day.
And please stand up for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Congress theme night for all parents and students. Science Cougar University, which is Wednesday, November 30th, 2002, from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. School cafeteria. Learn about our science curriculum and resources. Experience mini demo labs. Hear Congress Middle School Science Fair winners. Translators will be in assistance. Congress Middle School is a science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematical choice school. Calling all Cougars. SECME, which is 45 years of honoring the past, embracing the present to build a future. Robotics, STEM, engineering. Are you interested in engineering? Would you like to build a competition mousetrap car or bottle rocket? Maybe complete a brain bowl competition? If so, I have the place for you. Meetings are on Thursday after school in room 234 from 4:15 to 5:30 p.m. We will assign teams and choose weekly meeting days and times. Questions and email, please email Ms. Kennedy, Andrea at publicschools.org. Requirements are no referrals, a class average of a C, and having a fun, winning attitude.
I absolutely recommend paper. It is a lifesaver. It saves me so many headaches. Hi, my name's Jessie Donath. I've been teaching English for 10 years now. I currently teach 10th and 11th grade ACE at Palm Beach Central High School. Yeah, we use paper pretty consistently, especially in the working process of the drafting, the editing. It's really good for kids to give them a collaborative process. When they actually have somebody that they know is going to give them live feedback, it definitely opens up engagement, makes them work a little bit harder on their pieces, that they're going to have somebody working with them that they need to give that quality in order to get effective feedback. Usually when I have my students write a full-length essay, I have them submit it to the essay review in addition to what I'm going to grade. It helps, especially in the ACE classes, save a lot of time on stuff that we don't focus on, some of those core grammar skills and things that we're no longer teaching but still need to be addressed and still need to be looked at. It saves time for us because then we can focus on the ACE content and the higher level thinking, the development of their ideas and that kind of stuff, and the paper tutors kind of help alleviate the load of some of that other stuff. Yeah, it definitely keeps them focused. The computers in a lot of situations can be very distracting, but in the terms of paper, again, having that person in front of them, having that engagement, knowing that somebody's on the other end, it makes them focus a little bit more. It makes them a little bit nervous at first, but then it also makes them engaged. They kind of find it a little humorous and stuff, and they try to kind of engage with their tutors, but it definitely keeps them focused. They share with each other of like, oh, this is what my tutor said, what did your tutor say? So they actually really enjoy it.
A character trait calendar will be coming out. We need to start awarding our kids for doing good and what's right. We are currently open for student nominations for SIS character traits. We will focus on citizenship. Please nominate students using the following link.
The grade 8 promotions for the Double Good fundraisers begins today. Before the fundraiser begins, download the Double Good app and enter our event code, ODSCLM, in the app. And then create your pop-up store.
Double Good Virtual Fundraising makes it easier than ever for family and friends to support a fundraiser and receive the freshest gourmet popcorn right to their home. When the fundraising event begins, each participant will share their unique pop-up store link. Because the pop-up store is virtual, participants can go beyond the neighborhood. Supporters simply follow the pop-up store link that's been shared with them, and they'll be greeted with all of the varieties and sizes of our ultra-premium popcorn. After supporters choose which flavors they'd like, they can check out using a credit card, Google Pay, or Apple Pay. There's no app they have to download or account they'll need to create. When the order is received, we'll start gathering the ingredients. Each of our unique flavors is handcrafted in small batches and made to order to ensure we make the freshest popcorn every time. Once the supporter's order is ready, we'll ship it right to their doorstep, anywhere in the USA. Double Good Virtual Fundraising is completely contactless. There's no product for you to handle or money for you to collect, making it safe, easy, and efficient for everyone. How much will you raise in 4 days?
Teacher of the Month, Shireen Sworn. Employee of the Month, Fannel Reynolds. Student of the Month, Ace Udd.
If taking the PSAT or SAT is in your future, there's a major change coming. Ava explains.
First, a little bit of history. In the year 1926, Calvin Coolidge was America's 30th president. Robert Goddard launched space exploration by sending up the first rocket propelled by liquid fuel. 19-year-old Trudy Ederle dove into the history books by becoming the first woman to swim across the English Channel. A.A. Milne introduced young readers to the adorable, honey-loving bear, Winnie the Pooh. Inventor John Baird gave the first public demonstration of a device we can't imagine living without, television. And 1926 was the first time that high school students had to tackle the SAT. Over the years, the SAT has changed, and now we're about to see one of its biggest changes ever. And that's the perfect cue to welcome back a good friend of Teen Kids News, Rob Franick. He's the editor-in-chief of the Princeton Review. Let's not keep our viewers in suspense. What is the big change for the SAT as well as for the PSAT?
The SAT and the PSAT are going digital. From now on, you'll be taking those tests on a computer laptop or on a tablet. Pencil and paper test versions will be no more, except for students with special needs.
And this starts as of?
Couple of dates to keep in mind. In March of 2023, SAT tests will be given internationally in a completely digital format. Fast forward to fall of 2023, where all PSAT tests will be given in the digital format. And then spring of 2024, that's March of 2024, all SAT tests will now be digital exams.
Besides being digital, what are some other changes?
Couple of big changes and really wonderful changes for students is that it will be an hour shorter. So the current SAT, the pencil and paper SAT, is a 3-hour test. The new digital version will be a 2-hour test. Next on the list, there'll be shorter reading passages. Calculators will now be used on every math section. And actually, the calculator is built into the digital device that you'll be having as well. And students will get their scores faster.
I like all those changes. What about the ACT?
Well, right now, the ACT is giving all of their international testing locations for the ACT the digital version of the exam, and that's been happening for 3 years. It is very likely that the ACT domestically here in the United States will go fully digital, but they haven't announced it yet, so it will not happen this year.
Here's something we've talked about in the past, whether or not to take advantage of the choice to go test optional. Do these new digital tests change the calculus?
The short answer is no, it doesn't change the calculus in college admission. Let's remember that some colleges went test optional due to the pandemic. Many of those schools are now pivoting back to requiring the SAT and ACT. Let's also remember that test scores are still used in financial award decisions. That's at both test optional schools as well as test required schools. And last on the list, the SAT and the ACT still allow us to distinguish ourselves from other students that we're going to be competing with in that cohort.
Rob, gotta say, when it comes to guest experts, you're not optional. You're required. Thanks.
You're welcome. Pleasure to be here.
And if you're wondering if the new digital tests cost less than the old pencil and paper ones, Rob says the fees have not yet been announced, but the Princeton Review will post information on its website as soon as they know about this. For Teen Kids News, I'm Ava.